Hello, it's that time again. It's vlog time. That time you've all been looking forward to. Okay, anyway, the backdrop. So I've had some people say that the moving backdrops are a bit disorienting. So I decided to go now for static backdrops. So here we have one from my time at Play Blackpool in Arcade Club Blackpool, and we've got Defender and Joust. Photo taken by myself, no copyright going anywhere there. Right, so yeah, I've been off work for 3 weeks and it's been great. I got a lot done. I got some stuff done around the house, and I've also got a lot done with my hobby, which is retro. Mainly with my Amiga, to be honest. Still waiting on the Pi Storm, but since somebody bought all the stock, complete stock of pies before I had a chance to get in mine. And the Pi Storms are there, but the pie isn't. So basically, my pie is delayed because someone ate all the pies. Who ate all the pies? Right. I've also got an arcade joystick in the post. It's with the Royal Mail. They said it was going to be here today, but it's still at the Cardiff main centre. So whether it's here today is still anybody's guess. They got a little star there to say that's not guaranteed. So yeah, it's good old Royal Mail again. But yeah, right. So let's get on with it. We'll start off and get the negatives out of the way. Whenever you buy something online or you go for support for something online, leave us a review. No. Straightforward no. Review sites are crap, basically. Mainly, people will only review something or will only leave feedback on something if they've got a problem. If they're happy, they don't say anything. This is human nature. So, review sites, Trustpilot, I don't trust. Because review sites are basically vent sites. They're going to be overloaded with people upset. So, they're not really, they're going to be biased. Or they're going to be overloaded with fake positive reviews. So, you know, one way or another, they're not reliable. Anyway, that is my opinion. So that's review sites. No, I'm not going to leave a review for anything. So except the eBay, I do leave reviews or feedback on eBay. Anyway, and on another thing, I do this SID radio every Sunday when I'm not in work, and they started introducing a most played table. Just a bit of fun, you know. Except even there you got people who want to take over. They want to see their name in lights. So they run scripts. I don't know exactly how they've done it, but there's two of them in particular, the top two. I was looking at it last week and I'm thinking, how the hell have they got that many? I mean, the top two did last week 349 and 329 SIDs played in 4 hours. Now I just let it play and I did a demo halfway through. And, you know, I got 86 last week, 86 this week. So 86 in 4 hours is about your average. In a week, those top two, 12,186 in the interim, 10,362. There's another one there who's got 3,007, but that one is, let's have a look, did 72 in 4 hours. So it's more reasonable. It's more reasonable to think that they've just got their computer on, connected to the service. I'm still on the table, number 8, but God knows how long for. It's just a bit of fun, and there's people still gotta cheat their way to the top. Sad, you sad, sad bastards. I suppose I'm a sad bastard for thinking about it, but there we are. It's there, and I'm thinking, you know, you just stay out of it. Oh, cheats get everywhere, don't they? Right, yeah. That's the negatives. Not so many this time. My youngest son has got himself a job. It's agency, it's 0 hours, it's a 0 hour contract, but he's got himself a job. It's probably temporary as well, but he's got himself a job. It's working for Abellio and it's sorting out the rail replacement buses at stations. Yeah, and his job advisor, or employee, I think it's his job advisor, has actually funded him a bike as well, so he's got a bike. He's totally unfit. He needs to get fit. He needs to get roadwise, but he's got himself a bike. Yeah, I'm pleased with him. Pleased with him. Well done, Reese. Thank you. Okay, now, on to my hobby. Amiga OS 3.2.2 was released. So I got hold of it, flashed the ROMs, put it in, works perfect. Thing is, I'm going to be using Caffeine OS soon, but I will also have the backups. I've got a few tested some of these. They are genuine. 32GB SD micro SD cards, so I can just unplug and plug in and run completely different configs time after time. I'll probably leave the existing CF in there, even though it interferes with the external two floppy drives. One is a Gotek, one is a real floppy drive. It does interfere, but I can get around that by just plugging one in at a time. So, yeah. That's working well. I've done testing, just waiting for the Pi Storm to arrive now so I can use that. But I've been doing a lot of work on the Amiga. I've had it out a few times. The Amiga, mine's out of the gutter, please. And sorted out the folders, WHD loaders, I sorted out, and yeah, it's running really well. Even got even formatted a ton of floppy disks. Went through a sorting out session on floppy disks. I got 82 floppies that work. Everything else just went out. I just got rid of it. I wasn't interested in keeping copied discs. Any originals I got, I found the most notable was Eye of the Beholder, which I found fully boxed, fully manuals. It's brilliant. All works from the floppies. I'm still surprised the internal drive on my Amiga still works, but there we go. It works, and I'm happy with that. I've also been messing around with IPF files, which convert to HFE files, which are basically unmodified. So they're as original as can be. And I can get them working too. So if that floppy drive does go, I'll always be able to move back to putting a Gotek in there and using Gotek in and out. But yeah, we'll work on that. And after a quick cat sort out, I'm back. No, yeah, I changed the charge port in my phone. I did that myself. Heat gun success. So, yeah, I've also figured out that the problem with the other phone didn't need a charge port. It just needed a sharp object. And I mean a sharp object. A needle. I got a needle in there. It had about 3 ton of fluff in there. Now, even though I probably didn't need to change the charge port, I got experience now and I can fix phones if I need a heat gun on them. I can fix them with confidence now because it's just a matter of time. Time, patience, and a not too hot heat gun. So, yeah. That's another lesson learned. It's a positive lesson learned, not a negative lesson. So yeah, another skill added to my utility belt. I wasn't going to touch the GPS port on my Garmin. That was soldered to the board and it's all sealed in there. It needs to stay waterproof. So as I said before, I was going to send it off. Well, I did, and it came back. 9-day turnaround, and charge port's working perfectly now. Everything's set up and it's ready to go. Garmin wanted £96 odd, and this was £47 going. I'll say £54 included postage both ways. So yeah, I'm going to say yeah, third-party repairers 1, manufacturers 0. Nice one. I don't like throwing things away. I don't like waste. I'll use things to death. I don't even like selling things on. If it's mine, I'll keep using it. And I'll keep using it, and I'll keep using it. I mean, as I say, I'm still using my OnePlus 6T. Currently, it mainly gets used for as a stream deck for my streams. But yeah, we'll see. Now, I've also been messing around with the Archimedes core. And with the help of Lister and Smeg. Lister and Smeg. A fellow retro enthusiast. I have a config with 2 hard drives. One of them contains a share partition. It's not designed to do that. They missed the core, but we've still got it going, and it's really well. I've learned a lot about the Archimedes, and boy, was it a powerful machine. Still glad I got my Amiga. Still glad I used the Amiga because that's a more popular machine, is better supported. And it's hard to find working, tips and stuff for the Archimedes. The keyboard is slightly different because it misses out on 2 keys I can't access, and I can't find out how to access if it's even possible, which is the pipe / key and the pound, and it's a little star type symbol on another key. But yeah, I'm pleased with that, and I'm really getting into the Archimedes. It's a nice computer. So I think let's have a look what we got here. I don't know what the time is because I've had that jump cut. I have absolutely no idea how long this has been going on for, how long I've rambled. I've gone out of my planned order because everything just fell into place with the Amiga. Yeah, and again with the Arcade, I'm hoping for it arrives today so I can use it on stream tonight. Commodore 64. And let's interject there. This is Future Ponder. This is recorded after the main vlog, but before I started committing it. Look what just arrived as the vlog was taking place. That's my new Arcade stick. And I find out it's got feature buttons there which can turn on auto fire and even turn it into a 2-button stick. We shall try that later on stream. Thank you. Back to the end of my main vlog. And yeah. And of course, that dreaded war in Ukraine is still going on. So we'll finish with the Ukraine flag. Hoping that they can't see any end in sight yet. But you never know. Hopefully one side, hopefully the right side will prevail. And the invaders will pull out. So, until the next vlog, catch you then. Have a good one, people. Ta-ra now.